Smacking, cracking, and watching. Follow me on Twitter. Subscribe. Shut your mouth, peasant. What? Yes, everybody, we are back. This episode is called Pluck Out the Heart of My Soul. There was no episode last week. We haven't had an episode of this show since June 18th, people. Let's just be happy that they were able to finish it out. Let's get into this episode. In the beginning, the cat knocks over the potion that took out Romeo and Juliet. And I'm saying to myself, cat, Puss in Boots, if you take a sip of that if you want to, you ain't going to do too much more. There ain't going to be no more purring around here. So he takes it. He falls out. The cat is dead. Lord Capulet is haunted. He's got a lot going on in his life, and he's going through at this point. He's taking it out on one of the maids. Announce your presence. Benvolio pulls Lord Capulet to the side. He's like, hey man, I need to speak with Rosaline because this union between us is going to unite the cities. He's playing his cards. He knows how to get in, how he can get Rosaline out the house so they can go on and handle their plan to find out who is this person that is causing all this chaos in the city. I love this scene because of the light blue wall work that they're showing in the Capulet residence. I love it. I love it. I love it. Their details in this show compared to Will, which is on TNT, is completely different because, man, dang, down to the garden. Did y'all see the blue garden? So we got people dyeing the grass to be blue. Whatever. It was gorgeous. It was gorgeous. Rosaline says, well, where are you going? He says, where I'm going is no place for a lady. They end up going to the whole house, and Rosaline is like, people actually pay for this? And I'm like, girl, stop. You ain't been in that castle too long for you to forget that folks out here paying for that thing. At that point, we heard moans and groans, and we knew we were at the brothel. Meanwhile, Escalus is in light brown to match his beautiful honey eyes, and he is, at this point, he's just repairing and regretting. Poor him. And this ambassador is saying money cannot solve your problems in this city, man. It's going to take more than that. The nurse or the maid, I don't know to call her a maid or a nurse, but anyway, so she finds the dead cat. And of course she has to alert who she's working for, which is, Lady and Lord Capulet. Then we know where we're at because we back in the brothel. How do we know we're back in the brothel, y'all? Because we hear bodies bumping and man moaning, and she's just got such a nasty personality. I really don't, this actress is doing an awesome job because she just has the worst, nastiest vibe about her. She's so headstrong on going after Rosaline and hating Rosaline. What in the world? Why hate her so much? That's crazy. And not only does she hate Rosaline so much, at this point, she's being nasty to the chick who keeps your house afloat, the nurse. And she tells the nurse, you wouldn't understand because you're not a mother. Oh, that's just wrong. That is just wrong. I would never even say that to a friend of mine that doesn't have kids. That's pretty shady. Even if they don't know, this chick has still raised your children. That was dirty because she's so faithful to you. Bogus. So the nurse looks out the window and we see like a 4-foot grave. We know the cat is in there, and the cat's just like, and all of a sudden it goes up and it just, and I'm like, what? That cat. Okay, so we know which version of the potion that cat took. But it's messing with the nurse's head. It's messing with the maid's head. And she's just like, look, this is getting to be too much. I need to go see Friar Lawrence and confess about some things so I can be right. So we're looking for Trucchio. We are looking for Trucchio because once we find Trucchio, we're going to know more information on who's causing all this chaos in the city. Find Trucchio, we got to find his hooker. And if we find his hooker, we can get the info. That is the mission. Pay his hooker and find answers. They draw a picture. Rosaline is like, oh, I didn't know you could draw like that. She said, I didn't know your family had talent for anything but murder. Dang. It's chemistry. I don't want you to know that I like you, but I'm just saying things and you're saying things. And then one day, I feel like it's going to happen between them. Good question. Here's a couple questions. Benvolio, are you really in love with this lady of the Midsummer Night's Dream? Because I want to call her a lady of the night because she is what she is. Who is this mystery murderer? Will Benvolio and Rosalie marry each other because of reasons that they actually want to, not because of the force? Will Livia love Paris, and will they actually unite? Because obviously he doesn't really care for her. Will Lady Sister Tessa Montague kill her brother? Is Benvolio's brothel boo pillow talking? Is she telling business to other people about him? Is she the reason why his business is out in the street? I don't know. You know who gave me life this episode? Tessa, Lord Montague's sister. When she came in there and she came with her life-size selfie, I said, you better give us a hundreds of years ago selfie. Quit playing. Girl, and her wardrobe is so beautiful because of the red. She's so dark, and she's a dark personality, right? She's almost like Snow White, the evil one with the apple. That is the vibe I get off of her. I love this character. I love what she brought to this episode, to this season. And I'm happy she came when she came, because everybody, you gotta admit, y'all, we're fans, but we were upset about the news of this show. What happened with it? I don't want to talk about it. I'll talk about it at the end of the episode. She has taken over. Like I said, she's traveling with this life-size selfie, which is hilarious. She's changing the house up. Her brother can't stand her. You can tell that they don't really get along. She called Benvolio aimless, and then she added that Benvolio is without guidance, and that made Lord Montague upset, because he's the one who's guiding and trying to teach Benvolio the way. So it's like she is slapping him in the face every time she opens her mouth. So one of them are going to end up killing each other. I'm just saying. Isabella, I told you last review, if you're going to creep to try to get you a man, I told you if you're going to creep to try to get one of these men, to do it right. You did it wrong. You crept up on him, tried to, hey, can I talk to you for a minute? And Escalus was in there already. Get it together. So Escalus is sipping, learning, and he's trying. He is really trying his best, okay? So the ambassador wants Escalus, the ambassador wants Prince Escalus to use Isabella. Escalus was just sitting there taking it. I'm like, y'all don't know y'all don't know he's vicious with a fork? You must not have heard about what happened. You weren't there? He jumped up and he knocked that man out. I said, oh snap, now it's about to be chaos. My sister is a princess, not a whore. Dang, ambassador, you got knocked up. Isabella walks in not knowing what really occurred, and she's kind of going off on Escalus, and I'm like, girl, it was your fault. If it wasn't for you, he wouldn't have done what he did, you know? So she calls Escalus a savage, of all words, a savage. He is a savage. You know what? In 2017, savage means something different than back then. Back then it meant you're savage, like you're an animal. She called him a savage and said what he did will cause a war, and he says, I did it to defend your honor. It was because of you. He disrespected you. It's your fault. And then her face changed, like, oh, straight up. When Rosaline went home, this is when the episode got very emotional. She went home. She said, I'm going home. He follows her just to make sure. That's how you know he really cares about her. Truly, he really cares about this chick. Even though he's torn between Brothel Betty and Lady Rosaline. Scene, she did very well. It was so beautiful. It was touching. It was heart clenching. Benvolio tells Rosaline, I thought you were going home. Rosaline says, I am home. Wow. We see this beautiful, once upon a time, castle type home, which was her residence, her stomping ground. It's cobwebs everywhere. It's dusty. She takes this a blanket and she pulls down and it uncovers her family portrait. She says, that was me, as if it's been so long that you can't even tell it's me. I'm a woman now. I live this lifestyle, and now look at me. Look at my family. My father's dead. My mother died a little bit later because of the grief and the agony of what my family endured. And I said, wow. Continuous cycle of chaos. It was magnificent. Her lines this episode was just magnificent. It made up almost for what we missed since June 18th. One of the best lines that she did say was, I only have a few moments here and I wasted them with you. Go girl. So the nurse, now we cut back to the nurse. She's talking to Friar Lawrence and she's spilling tea. She's telling everything. And you know, he's sitting there like, What else you got to say? Clear your heart. And she's telling everything that's happening within the Capulet residence that she probably shouldn't be telling, but she doesn't know. She thinks he's a man of the word, you know, man of a higher power and authority. She's doing what she's been taught her whole life to do. And in that confession, and he's taking it in worldly, like, I messed up, I got to get out of here. Lord Montague's with his evil, wicked witch of the West sister, Lady Montague. Lady Montague is clearing house, so she can get what she wants. So who can she get out to get what she needs to do? She's trying to get Benvolio out, and then she's trying to get Isabella out. Calculated, man. Very calculated. I just see it going so nasty with her. So she tells Isabella to go to Venice. Men are easily manipulated. You make them do what you want to do. And I'm just like, oh, Isabella, you better peep game. She's giving you game, but at the same time, don't trust her. But game recognizes game. Now, when it comes to Olivia and Count Paris, Olivia's still shooting her shot with this guy. She's still shooting her shot with him, trying to make a connection because she's thinking, what better opportunity do I have to connect with someone, confide with someone, and get the heck up out of these slave quarters. I ain't mad at you, girl. But at the same time, I'm saying yes to you for that. But no, you told your sister secrets. Sister code. You violated, girl. Now he knows that Rosaline was there with the secret marriage of Romeo and Juliet. You trying to get this girl killed? Are you serious? You really think he's to be trusted? Tripping. Then it cuts to this chase, the best chase ever. I mean, it was a great action scene. Great, great, great. It's nighttime. It's dark. Benvolio is able to find the man in the picture. He has a 5-inch cut on his face. He locates him, and then the chase is on. It's a tussle. They're falling downstairs. And I'm like, oh my goodness, you see the long sword on one of their hips, and they're rolling over it. No one's hurt then, and they're fighting. Someone gets stabbed, and then out of nowhere, the person who causes all this drama, whose face is covered, this mystery person appears, and we're like, what is going on? Again? Seriously? The mystery man, killer, assassin, whatever, he's cut deeply on his left forearm. And I'm like, oh my goodness, who is it and how are we going to locate them? Is he going to kill Benvolio? Don't kill Benvolio, no! Benvolio! No! This is when we knew Benvolio cared deeply about Rosaline. He said, stand back, Capulet! And we know Rosaline cares about him because what did she say? Montague! And I'm like, oh, they do care about each other. Oh. And then he knows at that point it's a trap. It's a trap. Get out of there, Sister Lady Montague. She says the treatment for a diseased limb is to cut it off. She is tired of Benvolio. Wow, what did he do to you? What did Benvolio do to you personally that you just don't want him there anymore? Wow. Rude and nasty. She's got her red lips on. She's got her dark dress, a splash of red here and there throughout. Beautiful updo. Take it back to Benvolio and Brothel Betty. He really thinks that this chick loves him. And I'm saying to myself, oh snap, she's the one who set up this mystery assassin. I'm thinking he's about to get stabbed in there because he's saying, I love you. I want to be with you. Let's go. And she's like, you know what? Right now. And he's like, let's go. I love you. And she's like, wait. And he's like, what? And she's like, you're a customer, and pushes him away. And I don't know if she was doing played you. It's just hurt. At this point, Benvolio's heart is open. He doesn't know who to trust, but he truly, in the back of his head, he knows Rosaline is the only one. Friar and Benvolio are in the street. The streets are hot. Everybody's looking for Benvolio at this point. Word on the street, it's he did it. Benvolio was in a neighborhood he shouldn't have been in. Word on the street is he's that guy y'all need to get. Lawrence is running because he knows what the nurse said. He needs to get away from that area. So these two people who are running for their life and hiding collide, meet, and Friar Lawrence basically put all the attention on Benvolio so he can scat. I feel like we're still going to see Friar Lawrence. I feel like he's not gone. He'll be back somehow, some way. He'll be drawn back. I can't tell you what's going to happen to him, but I know he's not going to be gone. I feel like somehow he's still going to be around. Isabella now has her brother's blessing to leave. When we had the Montague sibling rivalry go down, I was all for it. So Lord Montague says, I want you gone. She says, you need me to clean this up. I want you gone. Be careful, brother. You really want this? You really want to cross me? I said, oh, snap. She is matching every step of the way with what he has. What's going to happen? Then to knock that off, which was, whoa, it had your heart like, dang, it's about to go down. Lady Capulet in Paris. Yeah, Lady Capulet and Paris are playing Livia. They're spilling tea on each other about everything. She had a beautiful belt too, by the way. It was a nice metal belt that stood out, and she ended up using it for a note that was left by Rosaline to hide it. Count Paris is the one. Count Paris is a mystery man. Count Paris has the scar on his left forearm. Count Paris did this. You really that conniving to do this? You're causing all of this chaos? It was you. You. Did not see that coming. Last time we saw Rosaline, I changed. I'm sleepy. The last time we saw Rosaline, she was outside of her bedroom window or Juliet's window, any window. It was when Escalus was proclaiming his love and passion for her, saying how much he cared about her. This time we get to see Benvolio do the same. Benvolio says, I need you, Capulet. I need you to do this. You're all I have. You know the truth. Then tears come down his face. You're a good, decent, and honest person. Then the music comes in. And then it zooms upward. And she's looking down. And he's looking up at her. And it was just beautiful. And what did he say? Will you come with me, Rosaline? Please. Oh, it got me. And she said yes. She wrote the letter to her sister Liv, a letter to Liv saying where she was going. As she's writing the letter, Lady Capulet is on a beeline headed straight up to her because Lady Capulet has talked with a mystery man who we know to be Count Paris. They're forming their own plan to take everyone down. Rosaline and Benvolio are leaving on a horse, which is beautiful and romantic and just gorgeous on its own doing. Oh, wow, Shakespeare. Evil Lady Capulet interferes, takes the letter, puts it inside of her belt buckle. Wow. Liv will not know the truth. Liv came to her lady's side when she screamed. She screamed and I felt like, you really gonna do that? She lied. Lady Capulet lied, said that Rosaline was kidnapped by Benvolio. This next episode is gonna be nuts. All right, y'all, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it, y'all. Let's talk about the elephant in the room. Our show is gone. Ratings, whatever the reason. The last time we saw the show was June 18th, and it is well after, what's today, July, 8th, 9th? They delayed it. They switched the days from Monday 9/10 to Saturday 9/10. Now, mind you, Monday on the 10th of July starts Will on TNT. This is what I feel. I feel they did not want Will on TNT to compete with Still Star-Crossed. Two completely different shows. One is shot very great. One is shot a little bit differently. The grunginess, the come up of this great playwright. And I thought it was going to get to a season 2. Maybe it'll get picked up by a different network. Maybe Netflix will grab it and they can go there. I think it was beautiful. I loved all the characters. I don't know how, Will is alright. I will be reviewing Will on TNT. Watch my reviews. Please subscribe. It sucks that they did this to a show that we all liked and supported. Sucks. Absolutely sucks. Nothing we could do about it though, but move on, support it, and put those numbers up to send it off. And it sucks too because I'm sure they had a certain amount of episodes done the way they wanted to do it, and then they had to cut it down to what it is. Dang. Do you think it was something about elephant in the room? I know it's not an elephant, but you get my drift. Did it have to do with race? I don't know. Did it have to do with them flipping the script on what's traditional when it comes to straight Shakespeare, what everyone knows. I don't know. At the end of the day, it is what it is. They put out a great message and they had good intentions, and I supported it. I like it. I enjoy it. All right. Support the good shows. Y'all stay strong. Do right. Treat everybody with respect. Love yourselves. Kiss your mother and your father. Treat your kids well. Treat your spouse well. All right. Until next time. Peace and love. Have a good night, y'all. Thank you. Drop a comment below. Even if you just say hi, drop a comment below. I appreciate it.